2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On play action, Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Mahomes to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now here's Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mills now. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First down, Mills. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mills. On the move to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mills to throw it. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Mills going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. On first down now, a run with McKinnon.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Mills. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, 70 yards. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And And 3rd and 8 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it to Cooks. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. From 17 yards out.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be new.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 35 yards.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Mills steps away. Gonna throw deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills rolling to his left. Looking for the end zone.
And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.